Welcome, scholars. Happy Thursday. Now, I bet you already know what I want you to do. I want you to read the story again. Why? Because now we have a writing assignment. So, read pages 6 through 22 in your packet. Once you read it again, let's go to page 25. On page 25, we have a question we need to answer. What's our central idea? We have our main idea, which is penguins, but what's our central idea? Your central idea could be something along the lines as how penguins take care of their young. I'm going to put that. I'm actually going to put take care of their chicks. Now, since I filled that out, we need to move on to page 26. In the first box, this one right here, it's annotating. Annotating means we're going to brainstorm. So before you even start writing your race response, you need to brainstorm. That's why I want you to read pages 6 through 22 again, just so you can get it fresh in your brain. Let's read the prompt first. Would it be easy or difficult to be a parent of a penguin chick in Antarctica? Use evidence from the text to support your claim. First, what I need you to do is tell me yes or no. Then, give me reasons why you think it is difficult, or why you think it is not. Try to give at least 3 reasons why you think it is difficult, or 3 reasons why you do not think it's difficult. Don't just start writing, I think it's difficult because, that doesn't sound right. We want to do a race response. So this box right here is all about your thoughts. You can list more than 3 reasons. You can even put the page number you found your reasons. But you need to unpack the prompt first. Now, let's move into a race response. Remember, R, restate the question. A, answer the question. C, cite the text. And E, explain. So R, you need to restate the question. And guess what? Sometimes R and A can be combined. So, for example, restating the question, our question is, would it be easy or difficult to be a parent of a penguin chick in Antarctica? This is where you put, I think it would be difficult to be a penguin parent in Antarctica. Ooh, look at that. I even spelled Antarctica wrong. A parent in Antarctica because ... And then I would go into my A response. What's my A now? So my R and A are combined. So sometimes you'll get an R and A together, and that's answer the question. This is where you give your opinion. Next, for C, I know that could be a little difficult for some. I like to give my students a sentence starter. So for C, after they give their opinion, they need to go back into the text. And the sentence starter we've been using is, according to the text on page. And then what you would do there is you would find a sentence that goes with, why is it difficult? And then you would use that sentence and put it right there. So what page number would you find your information? Next, after that, you move on to E, explain. I also give my scholars a sentence starter. I would say, overall, I think, and then I would restate, again, my opinion. Overall, I think it would be difficult, and give a new fact. Maybe add one more fact in. So, for example, overall, I think it would be difficult because the Antarctica is really cold. Something along those lines. But make sure you have an R and a C, and an E. When you're done, you can look over and read more informational text about emperor penguins. That's your Thursday assignment. Please ask your teacher if you have any more questions. Thanks. Happy Friday. As you can see, we are almost done with our packet. But this last part right here, Emperor Penguins informational text, this is optional. This is something you can do with your family and talk it out. You do not actually have to write any response here. This is completely optional. As you can see right here, discuss in a small group. Why don't you try talking about penguins with your brothers and sisters, or maybe your cousins, or your grandma or grandpa, whoever's watching you. Why don't you talk it out and discuss about penguins and what you learned about penguin chick and emperor penguins. Talk to a partner, grab your brother, grab your sister, tell them what you know. And then work with a partner and reference the pictures. Look at them. You can write 2 facts about it, and you can write your 2 facts right here if you'd like. Again, this part is completely optional. On Friday, I want you to focus more on your writing performance task. That's going to be another video. This is how you complete your reading packet for the week. Again, if you have any questions, make sure you refer back to the video or you ask your teacher during their office hours.
Penguin Chick by Betty Tatham. Illustrated by Helen K. Davey. How do emperor penguins protect their chicks from the extreme temperature of Antarctica? Genre: expository nonfiction gives information about the real world. Read for facts about emperor penguins. A fierce wind howls. It whips snow across the ice. Here, a female emperor penguin has just laid an egg. It is the only egg she will lay this year. Most birds build nests for their eggs. But on the ice in Antarctica, there are no twigs or leaves. There is no grass or mud, nothing to build a nest with. Nothing but snow and ice. The new penguin father uses his beak to scoop the egg onto his webbed feet. He tucks it under his feather-covered skin into a special place called a brood patch. The egg will be as snug and warm there as if it were in a sleeping bag. One of the penguin parents must stay with the egg to keep it warm. But where penguins lay their eggs, there is no food for them to eat. The penguin father is bigger and fatter than the mother. He can live longer without food. So the father penguin stays with the egg while the mother travels to the sea to find food. The 2 parents sing together before the mother penguin leaves. Along with many other penguins, the mother penguin leaves the rookery where she laid her egg. The mother walks or slides on her belly. This is called tobogganing. She uses her flippers and webbed feet to push herself forward over ice and snow. Because it's winter in Antarctica, water near the shore is frozen for many miles. After 3 days, the mother penguin comes to the end of the ice. She dives into the water to hunt for fish, squid, and tiny shrimp-like creatures called krill. Back at the rookery, the penguin fathers form a group called a huddle. They stand close together for warmth. Each keeps his own egg warm. For 2 months, the penguin father always keeps his egg on his feet. When he walks, he shuffles his feet so the egg doesn't roll away. He sleeps standing up. He has no food to eat, but the fat on his body keeps him alive. Finally, he feels the chick move inside the egg. The chick pecks and pecks and pecks. In about 3 days, the egg cracks open. The chick is wet, but soon his soft feathers, called down, dry and become fluffy and gray. The father still keeps the chick warm in the brood patch. Sometimes the chick pokes his head out, but while he's so little, he must stay covered. And he must stay on his father's feet. Otherwise, the cold would kill him. The father talks to the chick in his trumpet voice. The chick answers with a whistle. The father's trumpet call echoes across the ice. The penguin mother is on her way back to the rookery, but she can't hear him. She's still too far away. If the mother doesn't come back soon with food, the chick will die. 2 days pass before the mother can hear the father penguin's call. At last, the mother arrives at the rookery. She cuddles close to the chick and trumpets to him. He whistles back. With her beak, she brushes his soft gray down. The mother swallowed many fish before she left the ocean. She brings some of this food back up from her stomach and feeds her chick. She has enough food to keep him fed for weeks. He stays on her feet and snuggles into her brood patch. The father is very hungry, so he travels to open water. There, he dives to hunt for food. Weeks later, the father returns with more food for the chick. Each day, the parents preen or brush the chick's downy coat with their beaks. This keeps the down fluffy and keeps the chick warm. As the chick gets bigger, he and the other chicks no longer need to stay on their parents' feet. Instead, they stay together to keep warm. This group of chicks is called a creche or a nursery. The chick now spends most of his time here, but he still rushes to his mother or father to be fed when either one comes back from the ocean. Sometimes the chick and the other young penguins dig their beaks into the ice to help them walk up a slippery hill. They toboggan down fast on their fluffy bellies. The chick grows and grows. After 5 months, he has grown into a junior penguin. He is old enough to travel to the ocean. Now he has a waterproof coat of feathers instead of fluffy down. He can swim in the icy cold ocean because his feathers keep him dry and warm. The young penguin spends most of his time in the water. He swims, flapping his flippers as if he were flying underwater. He uses his webbed feet to steer wherever he wants to go. He catches a fish with his beak and swallows it head first. Now the young penguin can catch his own food and take care of himself. In about 5 years, he'll find a mate. Then, he'll take care of his own egg until the chick can hatch.